YouTube, my name is Elizabeth and welcome to Book Babble. Today I'm going to be doing my December and January book haul. I have not done a book haul since my birthday in July, and it's not because I don't get books, it's because I just don't get enough books, I feel like, to do a book haul. But in the months of December with Christmas and January, I had a little extra money. I've gone a little crazy with the book shopping, and I'm also going to show you some of the geeky cool things that I got for Christmas. So let's just get started. The first thing I got was a nice new cool Canon PowerShot camera that I'm actually filming on right now, or else I would show you, and I love it. I love the quality. It's much better than the camera that I was using before, so I'm super excited about it. The next thing that I got was this bag, and it's like a little book bag, and right now it's got candy and stuff that was in my stocking for Christmas, but it says, I don't know if you can see it, because my new camera doesn't have a viewfinder, but it says bigger on the inside, like the TARDIS, and I love this bag because it looks small, like if you just look at this, but it actually is really big, and so I think that's really funny and cool, and love me some Doctor Who. The next thing I got was this lanyard that has a Ravenclaw on it because I am a Ravenclaw, and my best friend Caitlin got this for me for Christmas along with tickets to Universal, and I just love it so much. She works at Universal, so it's pretty easy for her to get tickets, but I'm really excited to go. And along with the tickets and this lanyard, my brother got me my very own wand. I literally cried when I opened this because as soon as I opened and I saw the box, I knew what it was, and I was so freaking excited because at Universal Orlando, I don't know about Universal in California, but at Universal Orlando, where they have Harry Potter Land, they have like these areas where you can do a spell and put the wand a specific way, and like something happens. Like there's this fountain and you say this spell and like the water comes out of the fountain in a really cool way. So he got me the Luna Lovegood's wand, and it has, I guess, oh, this is like a guide for the park or something like that came with my present, and it has a map of Diagon Alley in the park and where all the spells are, and then this one is Hogsmeade, and again it has where all the spells are and what you can do and all the different things it is. And then this is what Luna's wand looks like, because she's actually like the only Ravenclaw that they sell her wand that he thought that I might like, because the other Ravenclaws that they had there, just the wands weren't my style. So my brother picked this one out for me, and I'm just so, I love it so much. In the end, I don't know if you can see it, but there's like a little black like dot thing, and this is how the it registers that you did the spell, and it's just so beautiful and so cool, and I love it just so much. My hubby also got me a Doctor Who little makeup bag. I've been using this huge bulky like box, traveling box thing, and I hate it, and I really just want some place where I can put all of my makeup for me when I go on like trips or something. And this is going to be awesome because I'm going to be going to Orlando a lot for trips this year because of Disney and just to see my family, and I love my little makeup bag. I haven't used it yet, but I'm really excited to use it and just do whatever I want with it, and I think it's just so gorgeous. I love the colors. I love that it's not TARDIS blue. As much as I love TARDIS blue, it's just so cute, and I can't wait to use it. Alright guys, now on to the books. The first thing that I want to do is open this. It is a package from the publisher Abrams, and I think I know what's in here. I've already opened it, but I didn't like look at the books because I wanted to do an unboxing with you guys, but I'm pretty sure I know what's in here because I had the publisher had emailed me about this book. So let's see. Oh, there's two books in here, and the first one looks like a contemporary, and it is called 7 Ways to Lie by Ridley Redgate. Tigger wants to know what it is. Do you want to know what the book is? So, I have no idea what this is about. Let me see. Oh, okay, so I guess it's about this perfect girl, and then there's rumors of a student-teacher affair or something like that, and intertwines her with 6 other students. This actually looks pretty good. It looks alright. I think the thing reminds me of, what's the name of that one book? I can't remember. Winger, that's the name of the book. It reminds me of Winger, and I think that's pretty cool. I'm not a big fan of contemporaries, but I think I might like this. And the other book in the bag is called The Steep and Thorny Way, and this is a modern retelling of Hamlet, and I actually really liked Hamlet when I read it in high school. And reading the description, I know some retellings, they really take like their own way with it, sometimes the story, but this looks pretty much almost exactly like it, but it is diverse. It has an African American character, and there is, oh, it's set in the 1920s, I'm sorry, it's not modern, and there's like Ku Klux Klan stuff, and it looks pretty interesting, so I'm excited to see if I enjoy this. So the other day I went on a shopping trip with Chloe over at the Brunette Bibliophile. We have been friends for a while, but we've never had the chance to meet, and we did just the other day for the first time, and it was so exciting. And we went shopping. We went to her local used bookstore, and then we went to Barnes & Noble and Books A Million, and the books that I got at Books A Million were amazing. I've never been to a Books A Million. They just never had one anywhere near where I live, but they had one over there near her, and the deals and the like clearance books that they have are just so good, and I got a bunch of stuff, and they were buy two get one free, so it was just like, can't pass it up. So one of the books that I picked up on that shopping trip was Landline by Rainbow Rowell, and I read Fangirl last year, and it was on the list of my worst books of 2015. I did not like it at all, but I've always been interested in her adult contemporaries. This one just sounds so interesting. The fact that like this couple separates and then they come back together through a landline, but the woman in modern day is talking to her husband back when they first met, and I just think that's really interesting. I see so much potential with that storyline, and I really hope that I enjoy it, because I really wanted to like Fangirl, but I just didn't, and I'm hoping that I really enjoy Landline. Also on clearance, I bought these two Philippa Gregory novels. The first one is Changeling, and this is the first book in her young adult historical fantasy series. And I don't know what era this is from, but Philippa Gregory was probably the author that got one of the authors that got me into reading. I love her historical fictions. History is my favorite subject ever. I majored in it in college before I switched to something a little bit more practical. Unfortunately, that's a whole other story for a different day. But I love history, and I love Philippa Gregory. She's the queen of historical fictions. I just love all of her books, and I'm now that I'm much more into fantasy than I am historical fictions, I'm really hoping that I love her historical fantasies. I can't wait to read it and find out. And these books are just gorgeous, and it's listed as young adult, so I'm hoping that I enjoy this much more now that she's been writing something a little bit different. And the other Philippa Gregory book I got was actually the second book in the Stormbringer series, which is different from the Changeling series. And I really didn't want to get the second book, but there was literally nothing else that I could find from her. So I just decided to get this one, and then I'll get the first book in the series hopefully soon. I actually think they have a copy at my used bookstore that's over here close to me. But again, like I said, I love Philippa Gregory. She got me into reading. This is another historical fantasy, I believe. If it's not historical fantasy, I think it's fantasy at the least. And oh yeah, it's the year 1453, so it is historical fantasy, and I just love her historical fantasy so much, and I think this cover is gorgeous. Her young adult covers are just freaking beautiful. Then I picked up The Arithmetist by Brandon Sanderson. Can you believe that this book is only $4? It's a hardcover, and it's only $4. I couldn't even deal. It was like, I've never really been that interested in Brandon Sanderson, but this story kind of interests me. I think it's about math, or I don't know, it sounds like math. I have no idea what it's about, but I know it's Brandon Sanderson, who's supposed to be awesome, and fantasy, so I'm sold. And this cover is gorgeous. I think it's just beautiful, and then when I was freaking out about the price, I realized that there's a map, I guess? The United Isle? Yeah, that looks like a map. That's cool with me. And like it's got like a little embossed thing that looks like this in the front, and it's just beautiful. It is only $4, so I just had to have it. Like, I can't even deal. If you guys have read this and you loved it, let me know down in the comments below, because I'm obsessed now with Books A Million, and I just love all of their cheap books. I'm so excited. Another really cheap book in the clear out section for Barnes & Noble, Sea of Shadows by Kelly Armstrong. Another book that I don't really know much about, but was so cheap that I just had to get it, because I've heard some stuff about it, some good stuff about it, but I don't know what it's physically about, and it was only $4. I can't even. And it's beautiful, and I love the cover, and I just had to have it. And for $3 from Books A Million, I got Etiquette and Espionage by Gail Carriger. Lindsay over at Lindsay Ray has been raving about this book, and it's just never something that I've wanted to go out and read, but this is like one of her favorite series of all time, and I just never you know, have the desire to read it or get it from the library for some reason, but it's always been in the back of my mind, like, maybe that's something I should read. But when I saw it at Books A Million in the clearance rack for only $3, I was sold. I have to get it. And I mean, I trust Lindsay Ray with my book reading life, because her, like, taste in books is just impeccable, so I'm not going to be surprised if I love this book. And from Books A Million, I also got Crown of Midnight. Now, this was not on the clearance rack, unfortunately, and it was actually full price for the rest of the book, which is $10.99, but I'm not mad about it. I've been wanting to get the rest of the Throne of Glass series, not Crown of Midnight series, Throne of Glass series in paperback, and I just don't like ordering online, and I don't know. I just needed to get it. I saw it, grabbed it. Why the heck not? And there's not really much you can say about the Throne of Glass series. I love it. I'm really excited that I have the second book now, because then I could read it. And something else that I just realized about Books A Million is their stickers. Watch. Well, I mean, not like we like stickers. I don't like stickers. But when they come off this easy, they don't leave any residue, and they don't take anything off the cover. I'm so happy about it. Now, that was all I got from Books A Million, but we went to Barnes & Noble too, but I didn't get anything because I really wanted to see the Books A Million clearance section that Chloe was talking about that I just had to see. But I did get some stuff from her used bookstore, and the first one I got is Gathering Blue by Lois Lowry. This is the sequel to the Giver Quartet, or to the Giver in the Giver Quartet, and I heard that this wasn't a direct, like, sequel to The Giver, like it doesn't follow the main character's story from The Giver in Gathering Blue, but seeing it for $2 at the used bookstore in really good condition, actually I was convinced to get it, and I wanted to read it, I just didn't want to spend $7 to do it. So seeing it for $2 I was pretty happy about. I also picked up these two books in the Cousin O'Dwyer series, or trilogy, by Nora Roberts. Now, I am a firm I am so against Nora Roberts. I just don't know how a person, like, puts out so many books a year. Also, I don't agree with her publisher, like, what she does with a publisher. Like, she releases a book from one publisher, and then, like, 15 years later, she releases the book again with a different publisher, with a different cover, and sometimes even a different title, to make, like, money again on that same book. And a lot of people, like, I used to work in a used bookstore, a lot of people are like, oh, I want the new Nora Roberts book. Well, it's actually the same book that she published 15 years ago, and they end up spending twice the amount of money on the same book that they've already read, and it just makes me so mad. But she published these books a couple of years ago, and they are witch books, and the covers are gorgeous. Like, this is the first one, and it's called, is this the first one? Book 1, yeah, Book 1, and this one's Book 2, and this one's called Dark Witch, and I just think the covers are gorgeous. Like, it's got, like, I don't know, they're just beautiful, I feel like, and it's, like, got these really cool edge here, and the feel is really cool, and then it's got deckled edges, so I don't know. And then, since what I was talking about before, how she puts out books over and over again from different publishers, she started to put on this thing first time in print because people were getting angry. She's never printed this book before and then republished it, so she's had to start doing that so her fans don't get angry at her for buying the same book twice over a course of 15 years. And then the second one is called Shadow Spell, and this one's so much, I love the blue, I just love it so much. Again, freaking gorgeous. I love the edge right here and the decal edges. So I needed to have this, and they were only $2 a piece, so I was like, score. And there's another one, but they didn't have it there, or else I definitely would have bought it. At that used bookstore, I also picked up the 3 books in the Gemma Doyle series by Libba Bray. Heard lots of really good things about this, and they were only $3 a piece, so I decided to get it. The first one, I believe, is A Great and Terrible Beauty, and I love the cover. I don't know. I'm a cover lust addict. And then the second one, I believe, is Rebel Angels, but I'm not exactly sure. And then the third one, again, I'm not sure, is The Sweet Far Thing. I just love these covers so much. I don't know why. Like, girls with dresses, that, like, the lame girls with dresses cover, like, this is a spin on it, but I just think it's so much more beautiful. I don't know why. It, like, just seeing the back part of the corset, I don't know. I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. And again, I don't know much about this series, but I've heard really good things about it, so I'm pretty excited to read it. Also, at the used bookstore, I picked up The Book Thief by Marcus Cusack, a book that everyone tells me that I need to read, and I've just been wanting to read for a while, but I never did because, like, I don't know why, I just never got it from the library, but I never bought it. I don't know why. I have no excuse not to read this. I think it's exactly up my alley, exactly the type of book that I want to read, but I've never done it, and now I have the chance to because it was at the used bookstore for only $3, again, in really good condition. I loved Chloe's used bookstore. Like, it was just absolutely fabulous. Now that was everything that I got with Chloe, but this month I also went to my local used bookstore and I picked up The Fifth Wave by Rick Yancey. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize there was a huge sticker on the front. Let me get that off. But I've been wanting to read this, obviously, because it's going to become a movie, and I want to read the book before I see the movie. I really hope. Nope, see, this is a really bad sticker. This is a really bad sticker, guys. I should make a video all about my hatred of book stickers. But Barnes & Noble and Books A Million actually does have, like, really good... Oh, see, when I start to rip it off now, too, it's, like, the cover's coming off. I'm really upset about this now, guys. I'm really upset. This video has taken a turn, and it is not a good one. But anyway, I'm sorry about my sticker. It's a movie cover anyway. Honestly, I'm probably just going to sell it back to that used bookstore after I read it, because I hate movie cover books. But I wanted to read this because of the movie coming out, and everyone says it's pretty good. I'm really scared about getting into this series because everyone says that they hated The Fifth Wave, or not The Fifth Wave, The Infinite Sea, which is the next one. So I'm kind of scared about beginning this series and then getting really disappointed because I hate the second one, but I guess we'll have to see where it goes. For now, everyone really liked The Fifth Wave, so we'll see what happens. I don't know if you guys can see this book stack right here, but it's insane. Now, I won a giveaway this month. I don't remember who it's from, but if I do remember, I will link them down below. And they sent me Black Hearts, An Arc of Black Hearts by Nicole Casterman. And this is about a young, what's his name? Blackbeard. And it's about pirates and ships and all that cool stuff. So this is a pretty highly anticipated book this year for some people, but... Ooh. There's a bookmark that I didn't know was in there. Thank you. But this is a highly anticipated book. I am not convinced 100%. I'm going to go into this book with low expectations and see. I'm worried that it's going to have a lot of really bad tropes that I don't like, and I don't know. I guess we'll see. I'm hoping that I love it, but I'm not going to have too many high expectations for this. Now I have one more book, but before I get to that last book that I'm probably most excited about in this haul, I got some comics this month. These are the comics that I've hauled from my comic book store. The first one is Insects, and this is the first issue of this, so I have no idea. I haven't read it yet, and I have no idea if it's good. It's by Marguerite Bennett and Ariella Cristantina, which is awesome because it's by two females. From those names sounding, I assume that they're females. They both sound like female names, so if I'm wrong on that, please don't kill me. But this has sexual content. It's definitely for a mature audience, and it has lesbian stuff, so it's LGBTQ, diverse. I'm really excited about it. Flipping through the stuff, it just seems really, really weird, and I don't think I just don't think I can find this is probably this is the second page. So, and this is not very, mature or anything like that. So, but this is the art style, and it sounds really cool, but that's really all I can say about it because I'm just not sure what the deal is with this comic. But it looks pretty interesting if you don't mind lots of sexual content, and I mean lots of sexual content in this first issue. I think you'll enjoy it. Oh, and it's also set in, like, I want to say, like, Jane Austen era. Like, this is the type of dress that they're wearing, so I'm assuming 18th century, or no, 19th century, 1800s, yeah. And then I got the next three comics in the Sex Criminals. Again, adult content. I love my mature adult content graphic novels, if you can't tell. Now that I think about it, the graphic novels that I read that are like middle grade or young adult and don't have adult content, I don't like them. Huh. That's another video for another day too. I just had an epiphany. But anyway, so yes, Sex Criminals, and this is by Chip Zdarsky and Matt Fraction, I believe. This one only has Chip Zdarsky on there though. Oh yeah, okay, the second one has Fraction on there. I don't know why this one doesn't list Matt Fraction on there, but I really like this one. This, I just got done with reading issue 10, so I picked up issue 11, 12, and 13. My camera totally died, but I have one more book for this gigantic book haul, and it is Legacy of Kings by Eleanor Herman. And my husband got this for me for Christmas, and I love it so much. It is gorgeous. I believe that this is a historical fantasy centered around Alexander the Great, and I just can't wait to read it. It looks so gorgeous. But that is basically it for this gigantic December and January book haul. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!